everybody. First at 4 o'clock, a malaria scare in southeast Louisiana has people on edge and officials trying to calm fears. Right now, 5 people are in a hospital, one of them critically ill after being infected with the disease. We have team coverage tonight of the malaria scare. First, let's go to reporter Andy Cunningham. He begins our coverage in Marrero at West Jefferson Hospital. Andy.
Camille, at last check, several of those ship crew members continue to receive care here at West Jefferson Medical Center. One of those individuals who, as we know, was diagnosed with malaria early Wednesday afternoon is still in critical condition. Now, these unidentified crew members of this ship were brought here Wednesday afternoon by ambulance after they were taken from that ship in Belchase to this Marrero hospital complaining of flu-like symptoms. While staff here at West Jeff can't speak to those specific cases due to privacy laws, we did talk to the head of the emergency department here about how they train and prepare for a patient coming to their facility with an unknown illness and the measures they take to ensure the safety of medical staff as well as the patient coming to the hospital for potentially life-saving care.
Well, the fact is every patient that we get has an unknown illness until they are evaluated and receive a diagnosis by the physician. So we use standard precautions, personal protective equipment, because the fact is we don't ever know.
The ER doctor told me also that when they receive a heads up, like we know this hospital did yesterday, they actually take additional precautions, knowing someone is coming here with an unknown illness, and if necessary, they can isolate that patient or multiple patients in a portion of the hospital where you don't put any other patients or any other staff members in harm's way. Reporting live on your side from West Jeff, I'm Andy Cunningham. Camille, back to you.
All right, Andy. And according to the World Health Organization, there were an estimated 627,000 malaria deaths worldwide in 2012. Most of those deaths occurred in underdeveloped areas of Africa. About 3.4 billion people, half of the world's population, are at risk of malaria, with one child dying every minute from the disease. Our coverage of the illness on board the Marine Phoenix continues right now online. Check out WDSU.com and the WDSU smartphone app. Malaria, as we've told you, is spread by mosquitoes. It's also virtually non-existent in the United States, in part because of insect control measures here. If you live in Jefferson Parish, you might see those measures in action tomorrow night. It's a previously scheduled run of aerial spraying on the east and west banks, set to happen just after dusk and well into the night. Low-flying planes will be in action, so again, this particular round of mosquito control was set up before this discovery of malaria in those crewmen on the Marine Phoenix, and it's one of several sessions that have taken place over the past few months. We'll keep you posted. All right, now